Today we're going to work on a 2009 Ford Focus. Most of these are very similar in years. We're going to do the rear shocks. Very simple. A lot of people, when you go get your tires done and everything, they tell you need to do your rear shocks. Well, these are very simple to do. And we're going to get on it. All we got to do is, we're going to do one side at a time. Jack it up, get the wheel off, and get to the shocks. Simple stuff. Thank you for joining me this morning, 7 a.m. And off to an early start on a Saturday, but like I always say, I always got one day to be able to get stuff done. So let's jack this up. All right, we're here on the passenger side. If you look right down in here, there's a bolt right here. You take this bolt out, and then up at the top, there's nothing in here. Those are set screws. What we'll do is we'll get into the trunk, and I'll show you that a little bit later, but we're gonna get this bolt off first, find out what size it is. All right, I have figured out that this American car takes a size 15 metric. We're gonna go ahead and knock that off of there, and then we'll get into the top. All right, we're gonna go into the trunk here. There's a side panel here, there's a side panel on the other side. You're gonna work this to pull this out. I figured out that it actually is easier to pull out the back side because this front side is actually hooked in behind the panel there. So if we go ahead and pull this out, then we can pull the whole thing out. Who knew that? And then we get in here, you'll see the top of the shock there. That's a 14 millimeter bolt. When you start undoing this, that top centerpiece might start spinning. So get you a pair of pliers and hold on to the top while you ratchet the nut on the bottom and work it all the way out of there. And then I'll show you what happens next. Well, if you guys paused it right after I said 14, you're gonna realize that it's not a 14, it's a 13. So get your 13, put this, hold that top piece on top, and then if you have a ratchet, then ratchet. If not, then you're not gonna be able to do it as fast. But you'll still really get it done. Once you pull the nut off, the nut comes off the top, the shock's gonna fall. And then there's this piece on top, which this is a washer bushing all in one. That'll just stay on top of there, no big deal. When you put the shock back up through there, that's what you're gonna center it with up there on top. Out here, get that nut off, and it's just gonna fall out. So then you grab your shock. There's the old one. Now, they tell you that if these don't pop back up, that they're bad. This one is still good. But he's already got some new ones, so we're going to go ahead and change it anyway. That way he doesn't have to worry about it later. That's how mechanics make money. They take out shit that is good on your car, and they put shit that's good in your car, and then they make money. Alright, on your old one, you're going to be able to wedge this, and you'll be able to pull the whole thing off the top, which this comes with a new dust shield, so go ahead and use the new one on that. But you got to pull this stuff apart. This is that other centerpiece that goes up in top, and then you got to pull this bushing out. Well, doesn't that look weird? People, what does this look like? That's just nasty. Sick bastards at Ford. Alright, so we're going to take that, we're going to shove that in the hole. And then we're going to put that up. I can't do it no more. Alright, I'm done laughing about that thing right there. Alright, anyway. Inside of here, there'll be this piece right here. And just take your finger, push that out. It'll pop out of there. You got to work at it because this goes on there kind of tight. It's reminiscent of that thing, whatever these are. But anyway, I think it's a protector for the top of the shock. We'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and finish off, because then that actually goes in there and fits. We're just going to pop that in there real easy. There we go. And then we'll slide that on there. We'll slide this cap back on there, and then all we got to do is shove it back up in there. We'll put the upper nut on first, just to hold it in place, and then we'll do the lower nut. Once you get that bottom bolt on, if you can see this, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but you pinch the top, and then you ratchet the bolt down, and you make your neighbor do the rest of it. That way you don't have to do it. Again, not too tight.
Okay.
Not too tight. We're just trying to pinch it in there. All right, there we go. Done. Just put everything on backwards of what you had it. and you just replace the shocks on the rear end of your Focus. So thank you for watching. This is this week's video. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any other ones. I may be able to get around doing stuff, but we've got a birthday party to go to later. A couple other things, I don't know. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Rate, comment, leave some thumbs up for me. I really appreciate those. And I'll see you guys on the next video.